Welcome back to Tell the Truth channel. Please like, share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what other content that y'all go on. I appreciate that very much. I am in Jesus and Jesus is in me. All right. I have a message from my Father that He wants me to speak to y'all about. And it's about your parents. It's about your parents. All right. My Father wants me to speak on about y'all forgiving y'all parents regardless of what they have done in their life. Because they not perfect, you know. Parents make mistakes too. They make mistakes too. And sometimes y'all take it so far that when your parents get ready to pass on, then the parents pass on and they can't apologize to y'all because they done been passed on and y'all can't apologize to them. Now, that's why Father say, forgive your parents. Because if you want Father to forgive you, then you have to forgive your parents. And if you forgive your parents, then the Father will forgive you, then you will be able to pass on in heaven. But if you cannot do that, then you will not make it in heaven. He says, love your parents as you love yourself. And honor your mother and father, regardless. You're supposed to honor them. Regardless of what they do, you're supposed to honor them and you're supposed to love them as you love yourself, regardless of what they do. Forgive them. Now, He's not saying to be around them. He's saying forgive them for what they do. Because sometimes parents don't need not know what they do either, just as well as y'all don't need not know what y'all do at times. But then when the parents pass on, y'all is hurting because y'all didn't get a chance to say to your parents that you're sorry and that you love them. But then it's too late. So that's why He's saying, forgive your parents for what they do. He's not saying be around them if you don't want to. He's saying forgive them. Because if you want God to forgive you, you have to forgive them regardless of what they do. You have to forgive them because they're not perfect. None of us ain't perfect. We all make mistakes on this earth. And none of us is not perfect. So it's the same thing as your children's. And when you do things to your children's, you will want your children to forgive you as well as your parents want you to forgive them. So y'all got to look at that. You got to look at that. So you're going to have children. And when you have your children and you do things to your children, then you're going to want your children to forgive you. And if you want your children to forgive you, you got to learn how to forgive your parents for what they do wrong. So in order for God to forgive y'all too, because your children's going to have to forgive y'all in order for God to forgive them to pass on to heaven. That's what y'all got to understand. No matter what y'all do, you have to forgive, because if you don't, you're not going to make it in heaven. Because you got to go through Jesus to get to God. And if God say that He wants you to forgive in order to get in heaven, then you have to forgive. That's what y'all got to understand. So when y'all know that Mother's Day comes up and Father's Day comes up, and then your parents they done deceased off the earth, and y'all never got a chance to, apologize to your parents, and then Mother's Day come around and Father's Day come around, then y'all crying because y'all going down memory lane, remembering the things that you did with your mother and father, and you can't make it up. So that's why He says, don't take life for granted. Always always forgive no matter what. Forgive, or what they do, forgive, and then give it to God and let him deal with them, not y'all. Y'all don't have the right to put a judgment on your parents. You don't have a right to do that. Only God have a right to do that. So whatever the parents do, forgive. Because if you forgive, God will forgive you, and then give it over to God and let God deal with that. That's how you do that. You give it over to God, and then you let God deal with it. So that's what y'all got to get in your understand. You know, all of us, you know, have missed our parents when they pass over, and we don't get a chance to apologize to them. You know, and then we cry when Mother's Day come around and Father's Day come around, because it hurts and because we feel it in our hearts. And I know that they feel it too, but they can't apologize because they gone. And then y'all can't apologize because they gone. So only thing you can do is go down memory lane and remember the times that you did do the things with them, and then you go back and think about the good things they did. And that's a good thing. But then you have to forgive yourself in order to go on with your lives. You have to forgive. Regardless, if you can't apologize to them in person, you can apologize to them while they're gone, because they can hear you. Even if they're not here, they can hear you. When you apologize, they can still hear you. And when you do that, you feel a relief come over your body. That means that God is forgiving you. Because when you feel that release, then you know that God is forgiving you. And you be able to pass on yourself in heaven. So that's why he says, forgive your parents. In order for you to forgive them, in order for y'all to forgive them and want God to forgive y'all, then y'all have to forgive them. That's how it goes. So forgive your parents regardless of what they do. Love your parents for who they are, not for what they do. Love them for who they are, and then forgive them for what they do. And then give it all to God. Let God handle it. And he will handle it. So that's what you do. You give it all to God and let God handle it. And you go on with your life. Because you feel better once you forgive them for what they do. You feel better, and then you be able to move on with your life. And then therefore, God is forgiving you, and then that makes you feel better to move on. So that's what he's saying. Y'all forgive y'all parents for what they do, and he will forgive y'all. And y'all will be able to move on in heaven. So this is what he wanted me to talk to y'all about. Think about the holidays when your parents is not here, and why. And think about the good times that you had with your parents when they was here. Don't think about the bad times. Think about the good times that they was. Think about the good times when they was here. And then go down memory lane on that, and you will feel a whole lot better. That's how you do that. So thank y'all for listening to me. Jesus love you, Father love you, the Holy Ghost, the angels, the ancestors, and I love y'all. And I will be back to talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day.